Okay, Barry here, and I just want to give you a quick look at this. I've just bought it. I give it a bit of a test, and I'm going to do a bit of a live test with you now. And this is a product that creates bite-sized short courses. So if you imagine you've got a report, a PDF report, and it's a bit dull, a bit boring, a bit dry, this will transform anything like that into a bite-sized interactive course with all sorts of stuff in there, like quizzes and bullet points and checklists and everything. And it does it using AI. It does it very, very quickly. Now, let's get started with one, right? I'm just going to play with it. And you can transform a document. That's what I will do in a minute, okay? We'll start with the document. If you've got a PowerPoint presentation, you can convert that. Or if you've got just a vague idea of what you want, and I have used this and it does work, I did test it, you can just put a prompt in there, tell it what kind of course you want, what you want it to achieve, what you want it to teach, and it will go out and it will sort it all out for you, and it will create it for you. And when it's created, you publish it and you can give people the link. It connects with Stripe, so you can pay. You can have a payment page for it if you want. You can get an iframe for it, so you can put it on any page. So if you want to collect leads, for example, you create a squeeze page somewhere, and then the delivery page, you just put the iframe of your course on it, or you just give them the link to it. It's entirely up to you. It's so versatile. So let's generate one. Let's transform a document here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a document I made recently, and it was a document to actually promote one of my products. And I gave it away to everybody last week, I think, or the week before, and I gave white label on it as well to some people. So I'm going to quickly go and find that and add it up. So I'll pause the video while I do it. Okay, so it's uploaded the document. There is the 15-minute email clarity fix, and I want to transform this report into an interactive training. So I'm going to type that in. Okay, so it's uploaded the document and it's asking me now, is this for beginners, intermediate or advanced? And I'm going to say that this is probably intermediate. And now it's going to say what categories. It hasn't given me any, so I'm going to type my own. I'm going to put in there email marketers. Before, it did actually give me some categories, and I did this before with a different document. So email marketers, and that's who I'm going to put in there. Let's see, what would your audience achieve from this course? And if we go actually into the document, it is about getting a clarity fix for email marketing. So I'm going to go into the document and I'm going to find right near the top here, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to the course. I'm going to type my own thing and I'm going to put that in there. Let's see what it does with that. Yes, I want it in English. What tone? Well, I'm an informal and conversational sort of a guy, so I'm going to do that. What expectations? So let's see. That's the most common, 5 to 10 screens. So let's do it that way. Yes, incorporate images into my course. It's only got one image in it, so I'm going to say import image. And it keeps all the images you import and any images that you create on AI using the actual thing itself. Let's generate that. It will keep in your images folder inside of here, so you can always go back and add images from other courses as well. We may do that. Now it's creating the outline of the course, and it all looks good with to me actually. It always looks good, and you see it's added a quiz at the end. let's just go create and see what it comes up with. I could have fixed that, obviously, if I wanted to. Now it's going through. You see all of these are cards or pages in the course, and you'll see how they all fit together when it's actually created them. Let's go and fetch some images from AI. I might have to change some of them. We'll see. And this is going to need a little bit of, just paragraphing. And that guy's moustache is outrageous. And okay, so it's giving us these cards. And it's quite fascinating watching this all come together, actually. And this is one of those interactive things. This has got a checklist, 15-minute action checklist. This is common problems. We go back on there, common mistakes rather. So it's each one of these is expandable. So we've got the checklist, now we've got that, and we've got a test your knowledge. And it's given us, it's making some questions for us from the content that it's just created. So we've got several, gosh, quite a big old quiz, this one. All right, 8 questions. Now this is all done. What we can now go and do is start adding things to it. We can add a background image to this. We can edit anything on here that we want. We can edit this if we want to. All of these things we can go in and edit. The thing that I did notice on this, we've got 6 slides. So what we could do here, I don't like that. It's got nonsense on it. So I'm going to click on this. Let's just get rid of that. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to replace the image. And before I do that, I'm going to say what's the core problem I want them to solve. Right. So let's find something with a problem. Now these are things that I've uploaded before and stuff that I've had in there. So I can either generate one using AI. I can go to Unsplash and do a search, or I can go on Giphy. So let's go on Unsplash. I saw that's nice because that's kind of like solving a problem, isn't it? Right. So I'm going to use that, and that's added that in. We haven't got an image here. The one primary action I want them to take, and we could go on. These are things that I've actually uploaded before. Let's do the notebook thing. Okay, so that's added that in. I can change these. I can make them like that if I want to. They're kind of made for mobile because a lot of people will be doing this on mobile. And focus, consistent, intentional emails. And right, so I'm going to add an image here, and I'm going to use one of mine because I've got a guy with his thumb up. That's good. I'll use that one. I got another guy somewhere with his thumb up, I think, but maybe not. I'll just use him. And that's that. Then this card here, I think I'm going to just need to paragraph it out. I think that's probably okay. Let's put the paragraph there. That's good. And now we go on to this one, and that needs paragraphing as well. I'm not going to go through all of this and paragraph it out because, it's just going to be too. What's this? Edit? I don't know what this edit image is. Flip horizontal, flip vertical, rotate right, crop. Okay, so I can crop it. That's good. Maybe if I cropped it like that, it would fit better in that frame. Let's do that. Save changes. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better now. And this will need paragraphing out, but you see how easy that is. I mean, this has got 6 slides again. I'm going to have to go find images for them, but you can see how easy this stuff is to do. You know, it's done, basically all done for me. This is a guy with email marketing book, you know, he's working from. Okay, so I can go and have a look at each of these and edit them as I see fit, but it's all done for me. The next thing is a checklist. I can change the icon style here, so I can have ticks, crosses, or numbers. Then I've got another slide like this, which I can paragraph out, and then the quiz. Okay, so I can add questions. I guess I can delete some of these questions if I want to, yeah, by just hitting that. But I won't. Then I can add a screen. If you add a screen, you can see that I can do text and image like that. I can add a video in here, so I can put a video in. I put a slideshow in. I can put a document in so people can download something. I can embed something in there. Okay, so I'm not really sure what I can embed, but maybe I could embed a opt-in form. I could put one of those accordions, a process, which is one of those slide processes. Flashcards are interesting. That means that you get a question, they click on it, and it flips and gives the answer. Do a checklist. A hotspot. This is good if you've got something where you've got a screenshot, and it means that you can click on the... Oops. If people click on the that's actually put it in for me, so I can add a description. I can move this, I reckon. Can I? Yes, I can move these around. So, you know, if it's about watering your plants, I can put there, don't forget to water this plant, and don't forget to do the crossword or whatever. But if you've got a screenshot of a members area, you can add these points in, which are like tooltips saying, click here and you'll see this, click here, this. You can add hotspots in there, and you can add the icon style, you know, numbers, 1, 2, and when they click on them, they see that tooltip, which is cool. And then the final screen here, this comes up with this button, and you can obviously put something in there. I would put, obviously, grab the full set and send course here. I might put an image in here. I can refine it. It will do, when people have finished it, it will do like fireworks and stuff like that, which is great. I can, there we go, I can have fireworks, I can have cannons, I can have snow, you know, whatever I feel, and that actually is the end of the course. Well, they only get to there where they get the quiz right. Okay, so then all I have to do is publish it, and once it's published, I can now share it, and I can just copy the link, and so I can have only people who have paid and set the price. Now that's if I have it set up with Stripe, which you can do inside of here. I can do anyone with the link, anonymous, or just disable the course if I want to. So let's say anyone with the link, and now I can either give them that link, or I can embed it into my own site or community or whatever, just using that little snippet. And that's it. The course is actually done. So we can preview it. I think we'll probably be able to go back like this. And this is what the course would look like to somebody. Let's go right back to the beginning. Right, here we go. Right, the 15-minute email clarity fix, I would have to change that and make it fit. But introduction, and then they click there, and now what's the real problems? And I can click there or click there, and it will reveal those different problems. And then you don't need a complicated funnel map. Answer 3 simple questions. Who's it really for? What the core problem is you want to solve. And you go through that and then define your audience. And then the next thing, step 2. And then step 3. Apply the simple email filter. And this is another one of those slide things. Some have got images, some don't. Then you've got the another one of these, and you go through that. Then you've got the checklist, so they can check these off as they read them. And then from clarity, consistent action, I needed to paragraph that out, but you can see. Then test your knowledge, so they can actually do the test, and they're locked here until they've done the test. And when they've done the test successfully, they'll see the next slide. I'm not going to do it now. They'll see the next slide, which was something we put in. And then they'll see the end slide, and you've got a course there, and that is far more attractive and better for people to learn using that rather than a PDF. And it's a great way to repurpose things and give people something that they actually go and get a bite-sized course. This is bite-sized stuff, right? This is a beginner's guide to doing this, right? And if they make it free and they go and they actually get something from it, on the last screen, you could put a great big advert saying, if you've completed the quiz, you get a reward, and the reward could be 50% off your paid full training course. You know, things like that. And I think this is really, really useful. I think it's great for your own stuff. It's great for creating done-for-you bite-sized courses for people. And, you know, it's on Appsumo for a one-time price at the moment. And, so I went and bought it. So I'll pop the link on this page, and you can go and have a look for yourself. Okay, any questions? Just hit reply on my email, and I'll get back to you.